Okay, so for week 6, it's a short week, so there's not much to go over. The two biggest things that we are going to do. Number one, with the novel, you need to make sure that is, that you're through chapter 4. You need to finish chapter 4 and stay caught up on the study guide. I don't see us getting into chapter 5. If we do, we'll just get to the start of chapter 5 this week. The other thing is with IXL sections P3 through 4, and I'm going to go back here real quick. This should be something you're familiar with. We're going to continue our review of Greek and Latin roots, and some of you have already completed some of these, I have noticed. It's going to ask you to find what the root is and what does the root mean for each of those sections. I would like you to get all of those to 90%. If you have questions on that, please let me know. And the next big thing that we are working for this week is our counterclaim paragraph. Now your counterclaim paragraph, I'm going to have you do something a little different. So for those of you that were there Monday, let me go back. Nope. So for those of you who were here, we started writing, going through our counterclaim together. I would like you to highlight each section of your counterclaim in a different color. So your sections are listed right here on your counterclaim assignment. So to start off with, I want you to do a transition with topic. So here's an example. Although some argue that it is not financially responsible to do more to prevent wilderness accidents. Transition to show that you're moving towards the opposite side. On the other hand, while, although, however, all of those signal to your reader that you are looking at the opposing side. Then you have the topic. What are they arguing and why? And then your next step, so I've got my transition and topic in yellow right here. In green, what's your background information? And a lot of you are struggling with this one. You can't assume that your audience knows anything. You have to assume, so for example, you're writing about wilderness accidents, that your reader has never left the suburbs. They have been in a very urban environment their entire lives. So you have to explain, okay, so in the wilderness there are a lot of different ways people can get hurt. They can get hurt through biking, hiking, whatever. You need to explain it. Dehydration. Explain the amount of accidents, and then explain, because there are so many, there's no way that the U.S. or the Utah state government could pay to prevent all of them. And then you need to give your counterclaim. That's your next step. If you look over here, your counterclaim. While they believe this, and you need to acknowledge that they have a valid argument, what's the reason that disproves them? What reason outweighs it? So you need to do that. That's what we did, or what we are going to focus on Monday and Tuesday. We are going to start looking at evidence on our side, and on Wednesday we might look at analysis and restate. But after your counterclaim, you're essentially just, okay, so what proves my point? So it costs a lot of money, but it can prevent lives, okay? So then I'm going to bring in my evidence that shows how accident prevention measures that have been implemented already still are saving lives. How can we show that? Then you explain how that evidence relates to your topic, and then restate what's going on. If you have more questions on that, please let me know. We will be submitting these on Monday and Tuesday of next week. Just a heads up. If you have any other questions, please let me know. Thanks.